Welcome back. From gaming and technology, we move on to another aspect of reviewing, that of startups. There are a number of portals online that cover startups and their products while providing them with visibility. Bangalore-based Your Story is one such online platform. Let's take a look at what they have to say. K. Chandrasekhar started Forus Healthcare in 2010. The venture creates affordable technologies to resolve healthcare issues. Forus's main goal is fighting preventable blindness through their device Trinetra.
We basically have come up with our innovation called Trinetra, and this device basically can take the anterior segment image of the eye, posterior segment image of the eye, and can do refraction all on a single equipment.
But starting up is no mean feat. One needs to look at funding, finding resources and personnel. Visibility is crucial for a startup, and Your Story helped Forus Healthcare with just that.
They were instrumental in actually identifying our investors. One of the investors actually was connected, who's today our investor, was connected by Your Story to us. They consistently wrote about us. They consistently gave us the kind of publicity a startup will require. So we need to have multiple touch points so that the multiplication effect is very high. So somebody like Your Story could do that for us and helped us to connect with investors, potential partners, also write about us. So there are a lot of people who even got inspired by what we had done.
Your Story is an online platform that provides coverage and visibility to various startups, businesses and entrepreneurs. They are extremely well known in the entrepreneurial ecosystem in India.
Your Story began in September of 2008, and the whole idea at that time was to tell stories of people, individuals who had something to say, and more importantly, people who were not successful, who were not superstars, who were not achievers whom everyone was chasing, but real people on the ground who were trying to build something, do something, and had something to share.
Since its inception, Your Story has profiled over 15,000 entrepreneurs and provided networking opportunities to over 50,000 startups via conferences and events. While providing startups with visibility, Your Story has seen its own growth.
Thankfully, people have seen the impact, people have experienced it, and since last few years, every day we get stories in our mailbox. Very humbled because, on a daily basis, I think we get close to 80 to 100 stories in our mailboxes, and right now the challenge has become is that how do you tell all those stories?
Despite the multitude of coverage requests pouring in, Your Story remains unbiased towards all startups, never focusing on scale, sector or domain.
The whole premise of Your Story was that, it's our job to go and find that interesting story inside you. And we really believe that all of us have interesting stories. So we don't discriminate that, hey, this one will become $1 billion unicorn venture, so we should just cover this. In fact, we want to go and talk about a story which everyone thinks is not going to be successful, and because we think that there is a spark and we should nurture that.
7 years in the industry was not all smooth sailing for Your Story. But Shraddha believes that there has been a change. People are now more accepting and supportive of startups and entrepreneurial ventures.
There's a lot more money, a lot more people like you who were entrepreneurs just 5-6 years back. People who've started, they've become angel investors and they're putting money back in the startup ecosystem. And I think those are amazing, interesting trends. And I think a little more, I wouldn't say that we have completely changed, but a little more acceptance of failure has come in because people have started talking openly, people have started conversing openly. So I would definitely say that it's a great time, like honestly, great time because the acceptance, your starting line of starting up is much ahead than where it was earlier. And I think all of us should once in a life do a startup.
Community and co-working spaces help foster growth and healthy competition amongst startups. And Tech Hub in Bangalore prides itself on doing just that. With a number of startups under its wing, Tech Hub collaborates with big players in the space to help the ecosystem grow. Talking to us today, I have co-founder Manoj Chandrapa and community manager Aisha Kazi with me. Hello and welcome to the show.
Hi.
If you could tell us what exactly Tech Hub does.
Tech Hub provides, as you said, the co-location space. It provides our startup entrepreneurs, the budding entrepreneurs, a space to work, a professional environment, and bring in the community feeling so that there is sharing of many of the other aspects of the business.
Okay. How many startups do you currently have?
So we have around 312 startups that we work with across India. and this is across different cities. So we are talking about some startups in Delhi, some in Pune, some in Bombay, and at the same time, we have out of our Bangalore center, we have around 50 startups working with us, and that's 170 people. So it's quite the buzz of activity right here.
So you sort of help startups from their nascent stage itself. How do you go about this? Do you put them in touch with potential investors, potential clients? You provide them with employment? How does it happen?
It all the facets whichever we mentioned and beyond that as well. Like you mentioned of the venture capitalist or the HR or the legal or the banking. So we bring various partnerships into the table so that as an entrepreneur, he is probably strong in his ideas and probably on the technicality part of it. What we try to is bolster up in terms of all the other things which a business needs.
Apart from this, would you say you sort of help groom startups to become what they are?
So most startups have a very different culture or a specific behavior that they are associated with. What we can do is we can help enhance that for them, and it's more about like bringing out a strong flavor to a dish. It's pretty much the same with a startup that you have to customize to their needs, and at the same time you take a look at what they require from your end.
So talking about the reviewing industry as a whole, you have all these blogs and websites and other online platforms, Your Story, Next Big Board, that review startups and their products. Do you think this is necessary for startups or for the ecosystem itself?
Every small little things helps. Be it review, because there are media which is primarily focusing on startups, and that helps, and it kind of a very small motivation for a person who's going through his emotional journey, because much of it is his journey. All those things certainly helps.
Okay, all right. But would you say sometimes there are a lot of negative reviews that they get, but apart from this, they also do provide a lot of visibility and coverage for these startups. So how necessary do you think that is?
I think so. You need to take that with a pinch of salt in terms of if there is negative reviews. But most of the time, I think so. Though it's an emotional journey, people do understand what to take it and what to work on positive. If somebody is given a negative review, probably there is something which they can delve into. They can reach out to us as to this other review comments, and we try to give them proper coaching, mentoring as to what to disregard, what to really work on your product so that it enhances your product, and finally, end result, you win. That's the whole goal.
Going back to the reviewing industry, is there something that you see that's wrong with it, something that they're not doing right? You think some of them are too harsh on startups, some of them don't provide the right kind of coverage? What are your opinions on it?
I don't see it being too harsh, because even the demo nights and other things tend to be harsh in terms of asking very, very basic, fundamental, thought-provoking questions.
Yeah.
So I don't think so it is harsh. So if somebody gives a negative comment, probably this one person's thoughts. So you need to take that and really say it unbiased.
Okay. Would you say that startups have it easier today in terms of access to visibility or to angel investors or personnel, employment, things like that?
I would say startups definitely have easier access these days, but they don't have it easy all in all, considering that this is a market which is slowly saturating in itself, right? Everyone wants to have a startup. It's a new buzzword. Everyone wants to do something around a startup, which means that the sheer number means that while you have a lot going for you in the ecosystem, it's also that many people that you're lobbying against at the same time.
Thanks to both of you for joining us. Well, that's a wrap on today's episode of Heads Up. Thanks so much for watching.
Catch the Heads Up episodes you might have missed during the week at these times only on NDTV Prime.